Today we're going to talk about good electrical connections. And having good electrical connection is very, very important. Now, when you have a receptacle, you have what's called the quick wire receptacle, where you push the wire in. Well, if you look, I broke this apart so you can have a look. And you can see you push it in, and all it is a little metal tab squeezing the wire against the back. So it really doesn't make a good solid electrical connection. Now, the whole secret to having that good electrical connection is making a proper hook. And to make a proper hook, there's different ways. One of the ways is you just take your needle nose pliers, hook it on, bend it over, take your pliers away, and you can see that we have a nice hook wrapped around the screw going clockwise. Very important that it's clockwise. So when you tighten it up, you're tightening it up clockwise and you're tightening the hook up as opposed to undoing it. You'll notice that there's no bare wire hanging down below the receptacle. There's no plastic up underneath the screw. So that is a perfect, good electrical connection. Another way to make a nice hook is you have wire strippers, and it doesn't matter which wire strippers you have. They all have a little hole here. So all you do is you put the wire in the little hole, bend it over, and you can see that I now have a nice hook. Again, clockwise around the screw. Another way to make a nice hook, and this is one of my favorites, you can see here there's a little tab on the receptacle that hooks the wire. So just put your finger there and put the wire down, and then just wrap it around the screw. And then again, you have a nice hook wrapped around the screw. So when you're doing electrical connections, this is how you do it. Don't use the push-in, because it's not a good electrical connection. Now, when you're making good electrical connections and joining them together and using a twist connector, what you have to do is you take your 3 wires, if it's 3, you put them together, and then you take your linesman's pliers and you twist them. And you twist them all the way around so you have a good electrical connection. And then it's very important that you cut it off nice and square. Then you take your twist connector and put it on. Now these are can twist connectors, and they can do anywhere from 2 18 wires up to 3 number 10 wires. So these, and they have wings on them, which make it much easier to work. Now when you're doing your connections, like I said, you twist it and twist it and twist it. If you don't cut it square, you end up having it looking like that. When you put your connector on, you can see my wire comes out through the top of the connector. So that's why it's very important that you cut it off square so you do not have that happening. That's how to make good twist connections.